Warning: the following program contains world premiere certified ball players, incredible interviews, latest hottest content material, may not be suitable for people with the following medical condition: original phobia, acute player hater disorder, no jumper, no handles, allergic to playing defense. If you suffer from any of these conditions, contact your coaching staff.
3 minutes to go.
Welcome to License to Ball podcast, where certified ballers play. And now here's your host, Hip Hop.
I want to welcome everybody to the Licensed Ball podcast. What we got on deck this week, man, we got my man finally put it out. I know he's a busy man, real busy man. Let me turn this volume back down on this. Got an echo in the background. And these headphones, I gotta have a short, man, because I still got stuff going in and out on these headphones. It got to be a short. I gotta buy, and they got a special cable for these things too. Special cable. The normal typical cable don't work on that. But I want to thank everybody for joining Licensed Ball podcast. We don't do every Wednesday, but we do every Sunday. Unless we got something like this going on. He released the Hillsman Heavy Top 10. I didn't get a chance to write down my top 10 because I kind of disagree with the order of the teams. I agree with the teams. I don't think nobody was left out and or didn't supposed to be on or was on there. I agree all the teams he have on there. But I was just thinking I didn't like the order this time. And I know he probably rushed it a little bit, but he still did a great job on it because he got all the teams right. So I can't knock that. And so it's no like trying to hide it. It's not like no reason to try to hide this and because he already released it and you can see it and all that. But anyway, if you're watching this, I don't know how many people watching right now, but you're watching it. You put in the comments if you can see it from your cell phone, because I can't see the podcast from my cell phone. I can't see it from my cell phone. I'm trying to find on my cell phone because I can see what y'all see. Even I know I'm going live. It works out good when I can see what y'all can see. It works out real good that way. I'm trying to pull it up because that's one of the ways I could test the sound. There's one of the ways I could test the sound on that. Yeah, my headphones go in and out, man. Don't hear me. Go in and out. See if I could. With that top 10. Before we go, because people still coming on in. Okay, now when I did this on my other phone, it allowed me to go on and sign on where I could see it now. I can see it. But we might have I wouldn't call it we're gonna probably have a pop-up podcast on Friday. And the reason being is the city gonna probably be shut down on Friday. Everybody gonna be home, so we're gonna do a pop-up podcast on Sunday. Most likely. I mean, not on Sunday, on Friday. And it's on Sunday too. We're gonna do both. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over before we go list of teams, one thing we'll be talking about on Sunday, VCU trying to change the game. They're going to openly, we're going to talk about this more on Sunday because we need to get some more information on that. BCU going to pay, like, roughly pay all their players $400,000 on their roster. On that. On their basketball roster, they're going to pay, they're going to go out, they're going to directly pay them $400,000. So, and they can still get NIL. And anything over like 600, they got to go through the clearance house to like verify that it's legit and all that, which is crazy because the school paying them $400,000 starting next year. They're going to play all their players. And then you got to go to the clearance house. If you go outside the school over $600, it's like, I mean, what the clearance, it's crazy. What do you need the clearance house for? As long as it's a legitimate business paying them, and they're not really verifying this stuff anyway. They just saying they go into the clearinghouse and say, okay, you got a business license, whatever. So everything over, so you could do a whole, you really could do a whole bunch of small amounts of $600. It'd be more tedious, but somebody could do that for you if they want to funnel the money. That could go right on through. Then another thing we're gonna be talking about on Sunday, because I don't think we're gonna have enough time to do enough research within 2 days, because we're gonna do that pop-up podcast on Friday, because I'm pretty sure the city gonna be shut down. We're going to talk about Kenwood out of Illinois, too. Kenwood going through some troubles, and Kenwood is, and a lot of y'all might not be familiar with Kenwood, but Kenwood is linked to the MAC Urban Fire Program, and they the ones lost their sponsorship in the 17 and under. And we kind of seen this coming, and we seen when they coach who runs their program also stepped down from the Kenwood program. Now the Kenwood program is under investigation. It's under investigation now. So we're going to be talking about that too Sunday. And we're really not going to have no games on. We're not going to have no games on Saturday. And the county going to play it safe. So we're really not going to have any games on. We're really not going to have no games on Friday either, I bet you. So if you got any games going on tomorrow, I'm thinking out loud, but I'm going to Notre Dame game on tomorrow. Notre Dame play tomorrow, so I probably won't go to games, and I'm so stoked about how good Notre Dame is playing. I'm a big Notre Dame football fan, so I probably won't go to a game. And just thinking out loud why everybody here is still piling in, probably have a pop-up podcast every day because they're going to shut the city. Still going to probably be shut down from Saturday, so we probably be doing a podcast. We're going to most likely get players on too because everybody can be at home and not be able to go anywhere, so we're going to probably have a lot of guests on from out of Chicago, Illinois, Georgia, all the neighboring states on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just do some catch up, have some players come on, have some coaches come on, and all that stuff on that. I can see us doing that for sure, doing 3 because there'd be nothing else going on and just talking about some stuff. But what I'm going to go ahead and do before we start going into these teams on this Hillsman Heavy Top 10 he released, we're going to go ahead. Oh, that's grainy. That looks horrible. Yeah, that quality looks horrible right there. Man, I got to fix that. I'm going to take a short intermission to see if I can fix that. I'm going to go and see if I could take a short intermission and fix that, see if I can make that look better before we can go any farther. Which one is that? That is 4.
Warning: the following
we need to do that one right there.
This is Caleb Banks, and you are listening to License to Ball.
This is Trent Marquith with Relentless Hoops, and you're listening to License to Ball.
This Coach Washington, head coach at Pebblebrook High School. You are listening to License to Ball.
You're tuned into the hottest prep basketball podcast, License to Ball, where certified ballers play. Leave us a rating and review. Don't touch that dial. Who am I kidding? This is the internet. Keep rocking with License to Ball. And now back with your host, Hip Hop.
This is Caleb Banks, and you are listening to License to Ball.
This is Trent Marquith with Relentless.
That's a little bit better. A little bit better. It's still horrible. I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't test that BL before I got started. I didn't test that BL at all before I got started, but we'll make it work. It'll look better than it did. we'll go ahead and go into this Hillsman heavy top 10. People that joining the show. The city gonna be shut down starting really Friday. These schools not gonna take a chance on anything. They're gonna cancel everything. So for the week, Thursday will be the last day for games for this week, and it's gonna have to be makeup games. And we're gonna probably do a podcast every day. We're gonna probably do a podcast Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because people will be stuck at home, and we'll get kids to come on, coaches to come on while we stuck, and do a podcast and chop it up and catch up with people. I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna end up doing on that. But before I go exactly every team, we're just gonna go. If you haven't seen the list of anything, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that so y'all can see that. Let's go ahead and pull that screen up so you can look what I'm looking. I'll talk over as I go. But you got at 10. You got Cedar Grove at 10. Now, Cedar Grove started off very weak. They didn't start off good and had some losses to some good teams like Wilkins and all that. They ended up having. But playing that tough schedule, they're coming back around again, and they had 10 on the Hillsman heavy. If he had somebody else in here, I wouldn't argue with him. They here is like, hey, 10, they playing good enough. I'm not gonna question that. That's why they are. That's like splitting hairs, really. That's like splitting hairs, talking about that. Splitting hairs, saying that they are 10. So Cedar Grove at 10, we'll leave that alone. We keep it right there. I'm not gonna complain about that. Even I say I'd like to rearrange some of this order as I go. I will talk about and keep going about who I think should rearrange. And so we're gonna go down to number 9. Now number 9 is the first team. Because I didn't have the time I'd seen this when I was eating pizza earlier today when I was picking up my son. So I was, oh, damn, we're doing a podcast today because we don't always do a podcast on Wednesdays. So I was like, oh, we're doing a podcast this week because we got the Hillsman heavy. I like to cover this and break it down. So you got Norfolk County. Norfolk County playing real good. I think they should be higher than 9. My personal opinion, I think they should be higher than 9. They're better than what people think they are, and they're not as good as they think they are. But they're a damn good team. Watched them play. They're playing with a lot of confidence, but they're not playing with a tough schedule. So they get a lot of false confidence, I think, doing this as they're doing this. But they're a good team. I can't say exactly where I think they should be right now, but I think they should be higher than 9. I think they should be higher than 9. That's what I think. It should be higher than 9. So we'll go down to number 8, McEachern. McEachern is a team that nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play McEachern. He has us evaluated good. McEachern plays good. Like he has it break it down real good. They don't play a lot of offense. I mean, they're not play like they play offense. Just let me reword that. Well, I know one of my problems right now. I see one of my problems on my the picture like it is. I just seen it right there, so we'll fix that a little bit later. I think I know how to fix that, make this picture look better than it does. But I think McEachern should be at number 10. They play pretty much all their losses are to real good teams. I think they should be at number 10. They should be number 10. And I'll put Cedar Grove at 9. I'll put Cedar Grove at 9 as right now. I don't know where my pen is. I can't keep up with nothing. My son won't allow me to keep it. He's in the stage where he like pens and markers. So every time I try to take notes and write stuff down, I can't even do it. But so as of right now, I'm gonna take some little bit of notes. I would have Cedar Grove at 10. Now That's what I had. But then I had no. I had McKeachern. I'm sorry, I had McEachern. If I was doing it, I had McEachern at 10, and Cedar Grove at 9, and have Norfolk Coney at 8. That's what I have so far. That's what I would have. And let's go down to 7. Newton fine right here. I have no problem. They're a good team. They're a scary team. They're a very inconsistent team, but they're a scary team that if they playing on all 8 cylinders and they hot, you're in trouble. They could be anybody if they hot. And they playing together, they could be anybody. With that point guard and with Ted Neal and company, man, I think it could be anybody then. Jordan Green, Bryce Jackson, yeah, I think it could be anybody with that. And then this the team right here. I think they undervalue right here. I really think they undervalue, man. They beat anybody in front of them. They're undefeated in Georgia. Woodworth Academy. I could see them higher. I mean, all the body work I have seen anything, Woodworth Academy should be in the top 3 or 4, really. I think Woodworth Academy is better than Holy Anderson's. I think Holy Anderson's overvalued because they got one of the best players in the country. So they overvalued at 5. They still good. They deserve to be in the top 10, but I think Woodworth Academy is better than them. I think they'll beat them head to head. And I think Woodworth Academy give Pace Academy a 4 a run for his money. I don't think, even Will is good, I don't think Willis should be 2 right now. I don't think it should be 2. I think that 2 spot should be for Milton, Pace, and Woodworth Academy should be fighting for that 2 spot. I can make an argument for all of them to be in that 2 spot. I can argue with them about that, to be in that 2 spot on there. I think Pace is undervalued. They should be. I think Pace had a better season playing. And they're more consistent. They haven't lost a game majority. I think Pace should be number 2 for sure. Pace should be number 2. Milton playing good. And I have Milton at 4 or 5, really. And Woodworth Academy in front of them. And whatever, but of course, Grayson. I didn't realize this. Grayson is on a 34-game winning streak. 34-game winning streak in the state of Georgia. The thing about it, got some tough games coming up, and one of the biggest things you want to see if they're able to do is like Caleb Holt got the flu, I believe. When somebody got the flu, man, you lose a lot of weight and energy and strength. And question is how soon and how quick he can get it back, because we know he a stud. We know the guy is a stud. And they went out him. They went ugly games without him. So you know they're gonna be getting busy doing things, you know. So they still doing it. They still 34-0 winning streak in Georgia. So you know they doing something right. Didn't even know it. I didn't even realize that they doing something right. And the first thing we're going to go ahead and do, if I get that pulled up, let me check this out right here, make sure, yeah, that's ready to go. Yeah. Which one is that? Oh, okay, there we go. 3. Yeah, I ain't getting no sound from it. Yeah, I don't know when I get. Let me check the sound on that. I should be getting sound on that thing. Yeah, it helped to unmute stuff. Then you can get some sound. I don't know why I got the sound muted. There we go. That should work now.
Number 10 Cedar Grove record 12-3. Coached by Camden Terry. Key players: Emmanuel Green, Keith Gillespie, Yusef Boyer. The best win of the season is over Newton, and quality wins over Jonesboro, Luella, and a statement win over Westside Augusta. Cedar Grove is 4-1 versus OOS, winning games they were supposed to win, but slipped up to the Village's charter, FL. Emmanuel Green is averaging 24.78 over the last 4 games, while Yusef Boyer is averaging 16.54 over the same span. Cedar Grove stays in by a very slim margin. They are the most enigmatic team in the state. Cedar Grove is in region play the remainder of the season and enter the week 4-0 in the region.
But there you got fixed something else and made another man. Then it messed up something else. I don't like how that look on there. It's great, man. See about fixing that. Yeah, we're going to pull up these highlights right here of them getting down and getting busy. Yeah, Mr. Green, he's doing big things, man. Mr. Green is doing big things. Mr. Green is doing. He doing some big things. Mr. Green, he leading that team. I think right now he's scoring like 24 points a game, if I'm not mistaken. That dude's scoring like 24 points a game right now with their team. What Cedar Grove doing? He doing it big. Try to fix something around here. See if I could fix it and make this look a little bit better. Yeah, I think that dog gonna hunt right there. Yeah, I think that dog gonna hunt. Yeah, Cedar Grove, to me, Cedar Grove's like a mystery team. You don't know what you're going to get. You're not 100% sure what you're going to get with them. They're a mystery team to me. I don't think they have enough firepower really to win state. Shall see. That's why they play the games. I don't see it. It might come down to that. Who knows, man? And we shall see how that's going, man. We're going to go ahead and jump on to the next one. This team right here is undervalued. It's the first time making the Hillsman heavy, but undervalued Unappreciated. But they're not good as they think they are. But they are good, though. They are real good. They won state last year, so you know they got a reason to feel that way. They got a good reason to feel that way.
Rasmussen Key Players, Justin Wise, Blake Bracco, Thrasher Wilkins, Kamari Brooks. North Oconee is in the top 10 for the first time ever. North Oconee has won 11 in a row, with their strongest win of the season coming over Bardo, FL. Kamari Brooks returned from football, bolsters the North Oconee lineup in the front court. Justin Wise continues to shine, while Blake Bracco provides the steady hand at the point guard spot. North Oconee is 2-1 in games decided by 5 points or less. The defending 4A state champion is no stranger to close games, as they were 3-2 in games decided by 5 points or less, including their state semifinal and state final win. North Oconee's lone non-region game left is against Rome. Their 2 losses are to Haversham Central and Winder Barrow. North Oconee is geared up for another run at the 4A state title.
Yeah, that team is playing good. But the problem I have with them is they're not playing a tough schedule. So it's hard to really see what these jokers doing, man. When you ain't playing a real tough schedule, it's really hard to evaluate them when you're not playing a real tough schedule. It's really hard to evaluate them. Let me see if I can find out here, see what I do when I hit this, what happens. Nothing happened. Oh, no, it's right here. This is what's going to happen. There we go. Hit the wrong button. But yeah, man. Norfolk County, they good. I want to say, I'm playing this right now, so I want to say, if my memory served me correctly, they in the same classification as Pace. If that served me correctly, they in the same classification as Pace. I don't see them beating Pace. Like, I always give the nod. If it's the tiebreaker, go to Coach White, Sherman White over there at Pace Academy, one of the best coaches in high school basketball. And you got to get a nod to him. Most definitely got to get a nod to him. And I just think they got a better team. So I think they got a better team, and I don't see too many people staying in front of Eric Chatfield. And one guy has not really contributed offensively as already this year, is Bentley. And he's due for that. He's due to be contributing double digits on them. He's a freshman, still finding his way and all that. But he still haven't really did what he could do. When those lights come on, they in some trouble, man. But this big right here on Coney, he has got so much better. And a little birdie told me that big, I'm not sure what his name is right now, but that big on Norfolk County, I think he's the second best player on the team. Justin Wise, of course, is number 1. They're led by Justin Wise, but the big number 32, I think he's second best on their team. And little birdie told me about him is he could be so much better, but people around him don't want him to play with a whole bunch of brothers. That's what I heard. That's not me saying this. Not my opinion, because I don't even know the kid. I don't remember the kid's name. I looked it up one time, and I didn't remember it from looking it up one time. But yeah, he need to get on one of these shoe teams. He needs to get on one of these shoe teams and really develop his game and see if he could go high major or not, man. That's the best way to do it, man. Best way to do it. See if you go high major. gotta do it. You gotta do it, man. Yeah, now we got McEachern up now. Oh, I'm gonna start off from the beginning.
Number 8 McEachern, 10-3. Coached by Tremaine Ankrum Key Players, Jaden Bynes, Chase Lumpkin, J.D. Palm, Isaiah Delaney, Mason McMillan this week versus Osborne versus Campbell. Notes: McEachern's 9-game winning streak was snapped in a hard-fought loss at Grayson last week. McEachern's 3 losses this season are to Newton, Alexander, and Grayson. Defensively, McEachern may be one of the tougher teams in the state. Defense and rebounding will always keep you in games, and McEachern is showing that. Offensively, they'll have to find more consistent offense as the season goes to really turn heads. McEachern enters region play this week 4-0 and have a feisty Campbell squad on the slate this week. McEachern is 1-1 in games decided by 5 points or less.
He got them evaluated very well. I agree with his valuation of McEachern. McEachern not a team you want to play, really. Because they're going to muddy up the game. They're going to play hard. They ain't going to quit. And I swear, see, I don't know him like that. I ain't seen him a whole lot. But I swear the kid who needed a kidney transplant, I think he's playing now. I know if you're watching the show, I don't have all the answers. There's a lot of stuff going on in basketball, so you can't keep over everything. But I swear that's the same kid had a kidney transplant. Look like he's playing again. The big they have on that. But McEachern's biggest problem, man, they can't score. They can't really score. Their best scorer really is the guard, number 3. Playing for ALT. He played for ALT, but I don't know who he played for. No, he did play for ALT. They will junk up the game, and they're gonna make it. They will make it where you're gonna be like, man, I do not want to play this team. That's how they play. They're gonna make it where you don't want to. You ain't gonna be like, wish you never played them. That's the team you don't want to play, and they scrappy, man. Those jokers are scrappy. Yeah, they'll junk up the game. But I think they should be 10. They say he just got what's name coming in at 9 in Norfolk Coney. I know McEachern had good losses, but man, at 8 I think they too high. At 8 they are too high. That's what I believe. Yeah, let me see if I can add. But McEachern, they having a down. They kind of having a down year. When you got a lottery pick that leaves your team, it's take time to recover, and you didn't replenish that. You have not replenished that. There's only a matter of time ALT and them gonna replenish that. You already know that. You already know that. I don't know why they're doing that. They don't even supposed to be on there. But they will. I thought they were gonna get a player and just show up because they did. That's how they got Ace Bailey from originally for Chattanooga. He transferred in. And I thought for sure they're gonna have a stud transfer in, which they didn't have. I thought for sure they're gonna have one. But I think McEachern at 8 is too high and is overvalued. What I know, but I think it's overvalued. I think they overvalue. Yeah, I'm trying to find something right here. Oh yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for right there. I think I done managed to start playing stuff before I tell you to. All right, we got next on the list is number 7, Newton.
Browner. Key players, Davin Neal, Bryce Jackson, Marcus Smith, Jordan Green. This week, versus Archer, versus Newton Notes, Newton has won 6 of its last 7 games, and their 4 losses are all to high-quality teams. Newton is 3-1 and 4-3 in games decided by 5 points or less. The tighter the games are, the more Newton is going to grind you until the end. Marcus Smith and RJ Wilson stood out for Newton in the Legacy Sunshine State explosion. The last Newton was on the floor in Florida. Newton enters region play this week against Archer and Grayson in one of the toughest regions in all of Georgia.
Yep. They right. To me, that's right. They right smack that in the middle. I could see them. You had them in between 5 and 8. You can't go wrong with that. Having them between 5 and 8, you really can't go wrong with that. With them, I don't think you go wrong with that at all. Yeah, I don't think you go wrong with that at all. Newton is they're a scary team. We got a bunch of parity. There's a lot of scary teams that they play right on the right night. They can pose a lot of problems for you. And this one team can do that. As one team can do that. Can pose problems for you. They so long and lanky and athletic too. Defensively, they can give you problems. They length and athleticism. Then offensively, they're very explosive. They're one of the best point guards is Marcus Smith in the state playing. So, they could really do some damage, man. They could really do some damage. They see the floor real good. I haven't seen him play in a while, but Marcus Smith settled down a lot more and calmed down and cut back on his turnovers. That's scary right there. That's real scary. There's a lot of work out here trying to keep up with all this stuff, man. It's real. It's like ridiculous, man. It really is. It's ridiculous trying to keep up all this stuff on that. But that's our number 7.
Anthony Thomas Key Players.
Let's go ahead and bring up number 6. I think number 6 is undervalued.
Coached by Anthony Thomas Key Players, Zach Foster, Deke Cooper, Jarvis Hayes Jr. this week, versus Dunwoody, versus Decatur, versus Tri-Cities Notes. Woodward Academy is in region play this week where they are 3-0. The region is tough with an improved Decatur and previous top 10 Tri-Cities on the schedule this week. Woodward remains unbeaten against Georgia teams this season. Deke Cooper leads the team in scoring at 19.2, while Foster 16.36.2, and Hayes Jr. 13.26.4 continue to put together solid seasons.
Yeah, you got it. The breakdown of that team. Man, I'm going to tell you this now. You talking about loaded with scores? Man, this team right here, out of all the teams on this list, they still developing, they young. They scary, dude. They are scary. It's not a team you really want to. I keep saying that, but this team, how loaded they are, they ain't a team. These not no teams you really want to face. This team right here, they got a lot of good young players on their roster. A lot of good young players that you really don't want to see. Out of all the teams, this team has the most potential and talent. Well, they can really get it together this year. they can really get it together this year and cause a lot of headaches for people.
Number 4 Pace Academy 12
Oh
and 2.
man, this thing
Coached by
just doing
Sherman
a hell of a lot. While I'm talking, I'm doing stuff in the background and it's trying to have a mind of his own. Want to start doing what they want to do and be the producer of the show. But man, that team, they got a lot of talent, a lot of potential. And they playing good right now too. They playing real good. I like how they play. I don't think they lost a team. I don't think a lot of these schools right here in this list, they got a lot of stuff in common. I'm saying half the teams haven't lost a game in Georgia. They haven't lost a game in Georgia, which is cool. They haven't lost a game at all in Georgia. Yeah, we on Woodworth Academy. We're gonna go ahead. It's like one of my, this dude right here is one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite players. Oh no, I need to go. This is what I need to do. I need to do this right here. There we go. This dude's one of my favorite players. Zach Foster, committed to Clemson. Real special talent. I think Clemson got a steal. Like arguably, he one of the best guards out of all the teams we talk about. Because you keep forgetting till you go to the next team. Arguably, he's like one of the best guards in this top 10 on these teams. This dude right here, man, he's so smooth, man. He's a smooth operator. And he gotta work, you know. Look how he got to do it all over the court. Mouth shot on him right there. That alone right there, man. He gave me 25 to 30. Him by himself. 25 to 30 by himself. All in your face, man. He facing these dudes so much they going blind with that torch on them. Kill it. Look at that. Ooh, court vision. Yeah, man, it's gonna be hard for them. I think they're in the same. They're in the same classification as Milton, if I remember correctly. Milton, them, and Tri-Cities. That's tough, man. That's real tough. Real tough. We're going, and then they got and Zach name Zach Naven, they leading scorer, y'all. Zach Naven, they leading scorer. This was crazy. Deke. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Deke. He ain't leading scorer. That joker's their leading scorer. I think I got a better system how to run this show. Make it easy on me. Look at that alley-oop Deke got. What that? Alley-oop? Oh, just a dunk. I can't remember which one. I know he get an alley-oop in this game. Look at this defense right here. Go up and banged it right there. You got two dudes can give me 20, 25. Two dudes that give me 20, 20, 25. Now he falling back, grabbed the ball at the three-point line, gathered himself and mouth shot that dude. He got a torch on him too. Man, play inside out. Right then, and you probably can't see my son trying to jump in the camera to get some air time. Look at this. He did this like 3 or 4 times on this dude. And just cutting him up. He had like, in this game, he had like 20-something at halftime. If they don't win state, my God. What is this world coming to if they don't win state? I think they got too much firepower for Milton. Too much firepower. Look at that. Bam! I remember I seen that coming. I saw him in the corner of my eye. I said, yeah, he about to get this. That boy going off. He gaming though. That dude got G right there, dude. That dude got G. Now they're just killing him, man, hooping. Going off. That's what I'm talking about. He just going off. Yeah. Where? don't see too many people. I don't see too many people doing something with Woodworth. I don't see it, player. They're going to make it a deep run. They're going to make a deep run. Best believe it. They're going to make a deep run. They will make a deep run. They legit. They legit. And I'm going to say this now. And I'll double check on this. But they got the number one freshman in the state. I know some people might jump out and see the look. I'm like, I ain't hear what he said. Yeah, they got the number one. I know they got the number one freshman. Jarvis Hayes Jr. He underdeveloped. I mean, underappreciated. Not underdeveloped. He could develop more, of course. But he's underappreciated. I know I saw that bad boy somewhere around here. There we go. As soon as I go, it's going to try to. I know what it's going to do this time. So, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think as of right now, I got to think and see. Most people have Justin Wise number one guy in that sophomore class. Jarvis Hayes has more to his game, more explosive, play more on the floor. I know people do different things, so I had to get my list out and do some homework. And that's going to be a show after the season going into the spring. A top 10 kids out of that class, that sophomore class, we're going to be covering. But on the top of my head right now, I got Jarvis Hayes number one in that class right now. And I might be forgetting about somebody else. That's why I said when I get my list out and then look at it, I damn sure got him in the top 3 for sure. I know kids develop and come at different times, but I will do my homework on that and do my due diligence and do the best I can on getting that accurate as I can. I will do that. That will be happening. And so what we got? What we have up next? We have number 5.
11 and 2.
Number 5.
Number 5, Holy Innocents, 11 and 2. Coached by Mario Mays. Key players: Caleb Wilson, Devin Hutcherson, Kingston Whitty, Jaden McCullough. Notes: Holy Innocents has won 10 in a row since starting 1 and 2 out the gate. This week, they have a nightable non-refeing game against a high-quality East Hall team in a showcase event. Holy Innocents is 2-0 in games decided by 5 points or less. Caleb Wilson continues to lead the way for Holy Innocents, averaging a double-double 19.3, 11.4, including a 20.20 rebound, 7 assists, 6 block effort versus Hot Springs, AR. Devin Hutcherson averaged 16.5 in 2 games in Arkansas, while Kingston Whitty is averaging 11.5, 2.91.7 this season.
Yeah, you got it. That breakdown. I like that team too, man. They drop down, so they shouldn't have too much comp. They shouldn't have too much comp. Really. They shouldn't have too much comp. They should win state. And I think that's one reason why Caleb Wilson, I want to call him Caleb Williams because my Bears got Caleb Williams, so I'm going to try to screw that up all the time. Oh, that's not what we wanted. That's what we wanted. And I think that's why he came back. He had a sour taste in his mouth. He should have won state last year. We was talking about that on another podcast. But this dude right here, a beast, dude. He is a beast. I'm looking at these kids. And they good. They're good. And I think he a lottery pick. There was a lottery pick. Good. Last podcast, I went back in, watched Jaylen Brown old footage. And it was like night and day. Night and day. These kids are good. And I watched Jaylen Brown high school footage we played on the podcast. I'm like, he built different, looked different, played different. And he was good then. I'm like, but he looked different from their look. And that's scary right there to me. But these guys are good. These guys are good. Caleb Holt is one of my favorite players. He don't retweet or repost our stuff no more. I thought he was told by Rich Paul organization not to repost people's stuff unless it's ESPN, but I didn't even try. I saw him repost some other people's stuff. I'm like, oh man, he ain't repost. Bam, look at that. He ain't repost Gymratinsider stuff. I'm like, damn, we day one. We ain't tripping because we don't do it for that. That's a tip for us. If you repost, that's a tip. By the way, people watching the show, man, can y'all please like? If you're not following, follow the show, repost the show, tell people we on, let people know we on, let everybody know they can watch this on demand. It's going to be up right after the show where you can watch it again. If you just join, you can watch it from the beginning. I think you can hit your cursor and watch it from the beginning. You don't have to watch it live. It could be in delay and watch it. But this is the 5th ranked team in the Hillsman Heavy top 10 that we're evaluating and breaking down tonight. I think this team is too high in the Hillsman Heavy, and I think one of the reasons why they so high is because they so familiar and they got one of the best players in the country. So I think that's why that is. That's when he fouled out right there. Chandler Bean got the best of him right there. I think this game he got him in a lot of foul trouble. There's Trey Young right there. They good, man. They're good. They're real good. So you can't really knock it. Can't really knock it. Like I said, I like all his top 10. This is the first time I like to rearrange some of it. I love to rearrange some of his top 10. I love to rearrange it. But we got a couple more. We almost done with this top 10, breaking it down. And then I'm gonna go get me some shut eye. Go get me a couple hours of sleep. Then go to work while y'all be asleep. Yeah. All right. As soon as this pop up, I'm always gonna try to do. Yep. There we go. Gotcha. On that. So now we're going to go ahead and bring up number 14, Pace.
Pace Academy 12 and 2. Number 4, Pace Academy 12 and 2. Coached by Sharman White. Key players, Eric Chatfield Jr., Chandler Bean, this week, versus Maynard Jackson, versus Drew Notes. Pace Academy got back in the win column with a win over South Gwinnett. The Knights are in region play this week, where they are 6-0 this season. Pace Academy has not lost to a Georgia team.
Yeah. So, that team right there, they smooth. And they playing tough games. Tough games to get them ready for that gauntlet of state playoffs. You get, like I said, the best coach in Georgia, me, one of the best coaches in America. They playing different type of teams and they getting challenged and pushed. They getting challenged and pushed. But I like this Pace team. Not just because think highly of Coach White, and I like their team, but they growing on me, and they developing right in front of our eyes. You're getting it right for the state playoffs. And it's going to be a good game. I don't know how it's going to be stacked out high because we're not in seeding anything. We putting the cart ahead of the horse. That's why they need to do these things correctly where they can fix. Like, they need to reseed really after every round. They need to reseed. Because as of right now, I can't think of another team. Norfolk County and Pace need to be on opposite sides of the bracket. It's gonna do basketball a disservice if they're on the same side of the bracket. It's gonna be a disservice. It's gonna be a disservice. My bag on that. I'm gonna see. I think he's on, so I'm gonna send him if he wants a link to join the podcast and talk about his rankings himself, Mr. Hillsman. So I'm gonna see if he wants to join. I'm gonna text him real quick. See if he wants to join the show. I'd love to get his assessment and tell him what I agree with. I don't know if he's watching or not. I have no idea on that, if he is watching. Yeah, I like that Pace team though. Yeah, I like that Pace team. They come along very well. They come along just fine. We almost there. No rush. I don't want you to be rushing anyway. If anybody can be rushing. Yeah, but the Pace team, I like what I see. Very happy with them. Yeah, I'm trying to find. I got a lot of work. I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing stuff from last year. I'm trying to bring up something. I think that might be it right there. Yeah, that's gonna be it right there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. But now we're gonna go ahead and bring up Milton, number 3 on the list.
Coached by number 3 Milton 9-3.
I think they're a little bit high on the list.
Whiteheart. Key players: Josh Dixon, Nathan Earl, Jaden Cole, Daniel Oganyemi. This week versus Gainesville versus Johns Creek Notes. Milton was off last week and are in region play this week, where they are 4-0 and have a test against Gainesville this week. Milton with a trip to the Base Pro Tournament and a game against Whitney Young, IL, remaining on the schedule. Josh Dixon led Milton, averaging 26.7 and 5, while Daniel Oganyemi 14.37 rebound in the 4 games in Tennessee prior to last week break.
Milton's good. Got a veteran coach that know what he's doing and know how to get his team right. He knows how to get his team right. They're good, but I think, my personal opinion, I think they are overvalued. I don't think they should be 3. Like I said, I think they should be part of this list. I think they should be part of this list. But I don't think they should be number 3. I don't think they should be number 3. Man. What I need to be doing. Yeah, that's what I need to be doing right here. we got? Milton is a very interesting team. I ain't heard anything, so I'm pretty sure probably if it had happened, I would have heard about it. But Milton got a dude on their team, Mr. Ridiculous, what I call him. Mr. Ridiculous right there. I think he could get a 50 ball game. If he ain't got one, I think he could get a 50 ball game. And I can see they doing again a 50 ball game in the state playoffs and just ride that wave, dude, with that guy. Just ride that wave with him. You can't do nothing with him. I haven't seen anybody in the state do anything with him, man. We keep talking about guards after guards. Like I was talking about Zach Foster, the Clemson commit, one of the best guards in this top 10. Then you go down the list. Then you got right here, Josh Dixon, Mr. Ridiculous. Another one. Another guard. Another problem. That dude's a problem. In Georgia, we got a lot of problems. We got a lot of players that are problems. Would leave you sleepless nights coming up with a devotion, a game plan on trying to stop some of these players. But he's a problem. That guy right there, Amir Taylor, that's a problem right there too. He's like a ninja or a sniper. You don't see him coming. He's a big kid. You don't see him coming. He's not on the top of the list on the scout report, but we're going to put the cart in front of the horse. We're getting to you, man. We're going to get to you and your team. You're almost there. Right now, we're on Milton. Milton got a lot of shooters. They got that big. They got that nice in and out game, playing like 4-man out. I like to see him do a little bit more plier match. I wish he would have did some plier matches over the summer right there, and he would really be more explosive. He'd be really more explosive, but Milton, you got a good coach, been around, know the thing, know how to do this thing, and y'all in good hands with Coach Whiteheart. Been around for a minute. You in good hands. I just think y'all overvalue at number 3. Yeah, I think y'all overvalue at number 3. Look at him getting hyped. My man getting hyped. I don't know. Man, I got this the first year I have double-digit favorite players. Literally. Normally I got 1 or 2 favorite players, and they make it easy on me to go cover these dudes because they're my favorite players. So I go cover my favorite players, and it's easy because they're good. So I don't have to go somewhere they're not good and they playing people good. So they work out good for me. But I got double-digit favorite players, and we can't give them the attention that we would love to do. We just can't do it, man. We just can't do it. There's so many people, man. We just can't do it. We'd love to. So we're going to move on to number 2, Wheeler High School. Move on to Wheeler High School.
Wheeler 11 and 3. Coached by Larry Thompson. Key players: Tylis Jordan, Colbran Landry, Coda Settle, Kevin Savage. Notes: Wheeler defeated Green Forest behind 31 points from Monsieur McLean. Wheeler returns to region play this week, where they are 3-0 so far this season.
Yeah, now this team, back in the day, a lot of people don't know me. I'll tell y'all a little short story real quick about this. Back in the day, I used to be criticized for being a Wheeler homer. They used to say, man, you at Wheeler all the time. You always at Wheeler. You show no favoritism. You always there. Yeah, that's what they used to tell me. You always there. And so, they always tell me that on that. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me send this text to him. But they used to say you always at Willer. And I'm like, you never go nowhere else. I'm like, man, Willer's like, it was, the parity it is now wasn't like it is now. It was basketball was good, but you had it was top heavy. It was top heavy. Man, it's not even showing up right there. That's crazy. But it was top heavy. Yeah, and I knew Jaylen Brown was a NBA player. I didn't know if he's a lottery pick. I knew he was an NBA player, so I like, and this dude's a bona fide NBA player out of everybody in Georgia. I'm gonna get this dude. I'm gonna get all the coverage I can on this dude because I know he's an NBA player. That's what I'm thinking. That's my whole thought, and I wasn't wrong. I don't regret any of it. Not any of it. And man built a real good bond, and I got a lot of footage on him, unseen footage. So a lot of these content creators, they do it for the moment. They there for a couple of years. I am waiting on the phone call and trying to figure out how they get my number when they call me. I'm waiting on this phone call from a production company. Hey, is this Gymratinsider? Yes, it is. Can we speak to hip hop, right? Yeah. We was told you the guy in Atlanta, if we want to get footage on any player in the past 15 to 20 years, you're the guy to go to. If you don't have it, pretty much, for the most part, nobody else have it. That is correct. Well, we're doing a 30 for 30 for Jaylen Brown. And we was told you have the most high school footage on him. That'll be correct. You still have it? That'll be correct. You know, I'm waiting on that phone call. If they do Atlanta basketball 30 for 30, I'm waiting on that phone call. They do Derek Favors, I'm ready for that phone call. Now, just some of the players come to mind that we have ridiculous footage on. Jeremy Lamb, I'm ready for that phone call. But I think Willis should not be number 2. I think Willis should be like 5. So we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. And then the reason I brought up Jaylen Brown too, because I sent him something I was talking about. I know my man's injured. Yeah, I'm gonna say he reposted on his page because we still follow each other on Instagram and Twitter X. We still follow. And then I can't get to it, so I'm going to look for it. And I want to do it for him because he brought it up when Stephen A. Smith was interviewing him. I'm not that organized, so I got to label it. That's one of the job I want to do once a week. Label some stuff that I have in archives so I could get to it just like that. And he was talking to Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith said, I remember coming to watch you in high school because I heard a lot about you. And JB said, yeah, I remember that. You did come to my game. And I'm watching the interview. I was like, I know, because I was standing there watching, and I got the footage. I got the footage of the game. I got the footage of Stephen A. Smith walking in the gym. I got the footage of him sit down. I recorded Stephen A. Smith. Him came to the game. And he was like, you got to tell us you're coming. We're going to put you in a section where you don't need to be bothered or anything. So he tried to sneak in because he tried to miss like the first 4 minutes because he didn't want nobody to see him when Stephen A. Smith came in. So when they brought him over to like the VIP section at Willer, and this is the old gym, not the new gym, the old gym. They B gym. So when he's coming around, he came with 2 other people. And I ain't really like what Stephen A. did. Stephen A. tried to punk me. I was recording him walking through because I was catching the moment. I never even put this up because I'm not a clout chaser. I could have put it up that night the next day. I purposely didn't put it because I'm not a clout chaser. And he stared me down. He tried to do like a street move, like intimidate me to put down my camera and not record him. And I'm like, dude, I ain't built like that. I'm from the south side of Chicago, dude. I'm from the neighborhood where they shoot. That's why I live down here now. I'm from I'm from the third or second roughest neighborhood in Chicago, which y'all hear about. I'm in the top 3. I'm from one of those neighborhoods. I ain't built like that. He tried to do that. Like, look, dude, I'm gonna keep recording this. I'm getting this. I got this. It's gonna be in the archives. I got this. That's a nice dunk right there. And when I do put it out, y'all gonna see how he tried to punk me as he was walking through. Like, put down your camera. Don't film me. It don't work that way, player. It do not work that way. Do not work that way. So I got that footage. I actually got that footage on the footage on the SD card. So that's gonna be easy to find anything. That's gonna be easy to find, dude. I think I know exactly where it's at. There's one thing I can't find that I have it, but I can't find it. I don't know if I ever will better locate it. I have a Tydrick Jackson. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Tydrick Jackson. From out of South Georgia, Tifton. Played for the Georgia Star, played at Georgia Tech. I have somewhere that I lost it, but I still have it as it's misplaced and it's mislabeled. He dunked on 3 people in the game. I got that over there at Norcross. They had a Norcross tournament back in the day or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and, it's not a spoiler because everybody already know what we about to do. Everybody know, they already know that Grayson's number 1 on this list. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the number 1 team in the state and one of the top ranked teams in the country. And here's crazy about it. Here's a crazy thing about it.
Geoffrey Pierce Key Players.
I'll let this play, then I'll talk about that.
Jayvon Rempersant, Amir Taylor, KJ Garris. Grayson won a pair of games last week without star Caleb Holt. Grayson has a current 34-game winning streak against Georgia teams. Grayson still has Sierra Canyon, CA, on the schedule. Grayson showed they can win ugly, with win 46 and 38 victory over McEachern last week. Only one player, KJ Garris, 14 points, in double figures.
Now, Grayson. Interesting fact about Grayson basketball. I be looking like a prophet when I be saying stuff about, I don't think they're going to lose a game this season in Georgia. Didn't know this. They have a 34-game winning streak in Georgia. That's sick. That's real sick. Real sick, dude. That's amazing. They get their floor general back soon. I don't know if he's back now or not. I should have texted him and checked on him because that is my man's. I should have checked on him. But man, I got so much going on, man. I can't keep up everything, man. I can't keep up everything. Get up on that one. Look at that. Nice block. But early in the show, we just checking in the show. One thing I was talking about saying is when you got the flu, he's young though. Bouncing back. You lose your energy, you lose some weight and some strength. Getting your legs back up under you. But anybody could come back quick. Be my boy Caleb Holt. One of the best players in the country. I mean, I keep saying one of the best players in the country, but we're a hotbed for basketball, so we're what Chicago used to be. Only difference is we don't have the lottery picks. But they coming. They actually coming. We're catching up. Because Chicago, the home of the ball, but I know a lot of people say New York, New York, New York. New York, man, they love New York. They can't see nothing else in the bubble. People from New York is from in the bubble. They can't see nothing else but New York. They got pride in New York. They got so much pride in New York, I'm surprised they left. They here, but nevertheless, they'll argue up and down. They have the best basketball. Georgia had the best basketball since the 80s, early 90s. Now, they have been Chicago. They've been Illinois, man. Division I, pros. Back it up, man. And it used to be, I stopped keeping up with it. It used to have every national champion. That was about 10 years ago, so I don't know about now. Every national champion had somebody from Illinois on their roster. No cap. And almost every NBA team had somebody from Illinois on their roster. No cap. Now it's Georgia. Now Georgia's starting to be like that now. Georgia's working their way into that. And it's cycles. That's why New York in a bubble, because they tripping. It's cycles. It rotates. It's Georgia time. Georgia has the weapon. It's no fun when the rabbit got the weapon. But it's rotating. We don't know who's going to get it next. But it looks like Georgia going to have it for a while. That's why I want to do a documentary on Georgia, because Georgia's real special with basketball. Real special. A lot of problems in other cities Georgia don't have, because these people came from other cities and they want these problems here, so they kind of fix some of these problems in. Even Georgia's very territorial, even down to the media. It's very territorial in competition. Even then, somehow we still stay on code and have the same agenda regardless. And it promotes Georgia basketball. And that's one reason why Georgia basketball is so good. You know, you got a podcast like this. It's like Sports Center or something like that sometimes. It could be like First Take, you know, speak for yourself, but more like a Sports Center vibe or SEC Now. You have this. Like right now you go on Twitter, you can't find this going on in any other state. We have this. You have so many people tweeted a day, articles a day, so many independent media companies. And then you got the training, you got the nutrition, all that, the school, good schools, good teams, good coaching. And then one thing that people sleep on, it's been bad lately. It has been bad lately. Look, majority of the best referees in the country live in Georgia at every level. And we got a lot of showcase games. So showcase games is on Saturdays. What goes on Saturdays during basketball season? College basketball on. So when you do these showcases, you're not going to get the best referees in Georgia that week because they referee that college game. You're going to see some of the best refereeing on Tuesdays. You'll see some guys on Tuesdays that you won't see them for the rest of the week because then they're going to be doing college games, if they even could make it to a Tuesday game. It'd be Tuesday and Fridays. More Fridays than Tuesdays because college really don't have games on Fridays. So you're gonna see a lot of good referees on Fridays. You might not even see him, and you be so arguing and yelling at him, and you never seen him before. You think you're a rookie, but you know you turn the TV on Saturday, you ain't paying no attention. He's the same guy calling the game then, and you ain't yelling how bad he calling the game. You just brainwash yourself because it's a high school game that he can't referee, and he's not calling the call for you. But he dude's good. And then a lot of NBA referees be in the stands because they be mentoring some of these people. Here and there. But like I said, basketball refereeing been bad this year. This is the worst I've seen in a long time. It's not kept up with the play on all. But we watching Milton, and not Milton, Grayson. But Grayson right now, they, like I said the other day, they just need to make a U-turn. They're good. They're going to be fine. It's like, you know, you made that wrong turn, and you're looking to turn around, you're trying to find a good spot to turn around to go back the other way. That's what Grayson doing. They're going to get their legs back up under them, and they too talented to stay down long. I'm pretty sure Coach Pierce going to get them together, get in there. He's a no-nonsense guy. He coach them hard. He demands they best. So I can see them getting back on track again because they play Sierra Cannon. And then on ESPN or ESPN or whatever, or ESPN 360, but they gonna be playing, and I know they're gonna show out for Georgia and put it on for the city. I already know that's not a question at all. I just want them to beat Sierra Canyon, see, so people see why we the best basketball. Like DJ Kelly said, we the best. You see that dude right there in his own state. He underrated and not respected. Amir Taylor. When you got a guy like that making highlight plays like that, the human highlight junior, and explosive like that, you kind of forget about other people on the team because you're watching the game and you just see somebody fly in the air like Superman and grab the ball and do some like freaky stuff like, oh my. And you forget about everybody else on the team. But that team loaded, they're solid. They're gonna be a team that will be reckoned with. We already know that, man. So we got Grayson at number 1, and they not gonna move. I think they've been at number 1 for 2 years now. I'm not mistaken, they're not moving. They are not moving. And newsflash, they got an 8th grader in their district. No transfer. He already in the district. I think he played at what they call Bay Creek. He top 10 in the country. Top 10, 8th grade in the country. About 6'7". He be at all the games. He can't wait to play. I wish they would change the rules because I think Coach Pierce let him play this year, give him some burn if he was allowed to play. He's scoring like 30 and 40 a game in middle school. He like 6'7". I have footage on him. I don't know if I can find it real quick where y'all could see it. I'm gonna see if I can find him real quick. I gotta think of it. I got a lot of names in my head. I'm gonna see if I can pull him up so y'all can see how this dude play. I kept watching him play, and I said, this kid reminds me of Sean Elliott. That's his game to me. He plays like Sean Elliott, a modern day Sean Elliott. I think I know his last name Thompson, I think. Yeah, I think that's his last. I can't, man. I'll take this in. You know, let me do this right here. See if that pop. That says pop. I know I have him. I know I have stuff on here of him. His archives is deep. There's so many terabytes of footage on here. It's not showing anything. Let me type that in right there and see. Yeah, I just found some stuff. Let me see if I can find him though. Yeah, I found some stuff, but I don't know if I can find him. But yeah, I think I found him. See where he's at in here. Yeah, Jacory. I think I'm pronouncing that name right, Jacory. This kid right here, he's going to be on 18. He's going to probably start next year too. Only thing I like to see about him is getting more explosive. I mean, Sean Elliott wasn't super explosive either. Nobody, there's no, but he got a game like Sean Elliott. Y'all can tell me in the comments that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about wrong, but there's only one. There's only like 40 seconds of highlights, so y'all can't really say I'm wrong from that. You can tell me that next year. But yeah, it's going to cue him up before we get out of here. And it is this kid right here gonna be playing at Grayson next year. Man, and those boys, I mean, I've been missing out on some of their games. They just so damn far away. He played like Snellville, Lewis Williams Stomping Grounds. They played the high schools. They so turned up. They be having 3,000 people at a middle school game. 3,000 people. And he be giving them that work. And he's going to be at Grayson next year. So Grayson just not going to stop. They just not going to stop. Like, and that's from here, I'm looking at this video. He has grown since then. So this is only 6 months ago. He has grown since then. Like, his game is like Sean Elliott to me. That's what I see from his game. On that. But I'm glad that he put out this Hillsman heavy top 10 again. I've been waiting for it for a couple of weeks now. I know he's been a busy man, and he put it out for me. I'm like, yeah, when I seen it, when I was at the pizza joint, I tried out this new pizza place, and they wanted a large piece of $25. I looked at the reviews. It was 4.5. It was 4.5 stars. I was like, okay, all right, it might be good. I got the pizza, ate it, bit into it. Like, it's not a $25 pizza. It's a $12 pizza. About a $12, $13 pizza. It's not a $25 pizza. I'm from Chicago. We known for pizza. We got 3 different types of pizzas in Chicago. Y'all, actually really 4. Y'all know the deep dish. The deep dish y'all know about in Chicago, that is the deep dish for tourists. We have a deep dish that Chicagoans eat, a traditional one. And then we got a north side deep dish. And then we got a thin crust pizza. Different pizzas in Chicago. So I know when I eat it, I know when I eat a good pizza. That was not that pizza place, that was not a $25 pizza. Well, I'm sitting there eating my pizza, I'm looking down at it, and I see I'm linked to the Hillsman Heavy Top 10. I'm like, oh, what's up? He got it out. I said, damn, I was gonna I felt bad because I was gonna go buy a basketball hoop for my son. He started his first game of this season. He on the street like Grayson. We 6-0 from last year. I'm his coach. We 6-0, beat everybody. We start a new season this year, so we're gonna try to work on 7-0. And I'm like, you need to get a bigger goal for him. We still practice though. So no say, oh man, you did the show. We still went out in the cold in 30-degree weather. He was even cold. He just like his dad, but we were in cold. I was in shorts. Even he was all bundled up. He shot. We shot for like 30 to 40 minutes in the cold. I wanted to do a bigger goal, but I just adjusted it. So we was gonna go get that, but I seen this. So I got to do a show on the Hillsman Heavy. I've been waiting on this. On that, like I said, I agree with the 10 teams he has in there. I just don't agree with the order. Yeah, I just don't agree with the order. I think the middle of it is where it gets me. The middle of it, where it gets me. But man, repost, tell a friend, like, subscribe, and share. That's how we get paid while y'all doing these things. And we're going to keep doing this. Like I said, we probably be coming on Friday because the city's going to be shut down. And we're going to probably come on Saturday because the city's going to still be coming back up again because there's going to be no games. Friday and Saturday going to be no games. And we going on Sunday, of course. So we're going to probably do 3 podcasts, pop-up podcasts this week. I want to appreciate everybody coming on, man. Faithful checking this out. Yeah, please keep leaving your comments and everything in. I'm going to keep this going. It's time for me to jump into bed and go to sleep. Give me a couple of hours in. But appreciate y'all, man. Till next time.